Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation reads like this. Hello, how are you? I am a 27-year-old woman. I am from Namibia. I never thought that I would become the kind of a person who would ruin someone's life just for selfish reasons. But that is what I did. I did something that haunts me to this very day. I buried my ex-boyfriend's picture under a tree as part of a love-binding ritual, not because I loved him, but because I could not bear the thought of him moving on with his life. And now, I'm really scared. I'm scared of even falling fast asleep because of the dreams that I have. I am living with the consequences of that decision. The worst part is that he's dead, he's no more, and I feel like his ghost keeps on continuously haunting me. It's if it reminds me of the pain that I caused. It all started when I was in a relationship with the guy. He was too kind, he was patient, he loved me more than I deserved as a woman who was dating a couple of guys. But the truth is that he forced himself on me. What I wanted was his friend. Me and him, the way that we met was that I was at this other restaurant with my friends, and then I saw that there were two dudes that were sitting just close to the place where we were. They kept on looking at us, and I fell in love with the friend. But the man came to me and said that he wanted me. I just agreed because I wanted to get close to the man that I loved. Ended up sleeping with him as well. I told myself that I was going to learn to love him, and maybe his faithfulness towards me was going to win me over. But as time went on, I realized that I was just staying with him out of convenience, not because I wanted to be with him. When he proposed to me, I panicked. I said yes in the moment because I did not want to embarrass him in front of his family. But deep down, I knew that I did not love him, and I could not marry him. The thought of spending the rest of my life with him made me feel like trapped in a prison, suffocated. A few weeks later, I broke off the engagement, telling him that it was not his fault, but I was not just ready. He was totally devastated. For months after the breakup, I ran away into another town. He kept on reaching out to me. He begged me to give him another chance, saying that he will do anything to make me happy. His calls and the text messages became overwhelming, and I started to feel angry, not just at him, but at myself for not handling the situation better. Instead of being honest, I had led him on, and now I was dealing with the fallout. One day, a friend of mine noticed how frustrated I was and suggested something that I never considered. You should see a traditional healer, she said. They can help you with your problem. I laughed it off because as a modern woman, I never even believed in any of that things. But she was serious. She told me about a Sangoma she knew who could perform rituals to make people stop bothering you like forever, or to make someone stay obsessed with you forever. At first I was not interested, but as Gideon's persistence grew, the idea started to appeal to me. I did not want him to stop loving me entirely. I wanted him to stay emotionally stuck on me since he was sending me money. Even if I was not with him, I wanted the satisfaction of knowing that no matter what, he would not move on to someone else. It was selfish, I know. At that time, I justified it by telling myself that it was harmless. I went to see that traditional healer that my friend Maria had recommended. I went there and we spoke, and he told me that it was quite simple to have him emotionally attached to me like forever, because I wanted him to become sort of like my ATM machine that I'll just press and punch whenever I wanted money, then it would give me money. He said, bring me something that belongs to him. It might be a photo, anything. Then I'm going to assist you. I took one of his pictures something that he had given me during our relationship, and brought it to that traditional healer. He performed the ritual and he told me that I needed to go into the forest, find a nice place and bury the photo underneath that tree, whilst I'll be telling him all of the things that I wanted to happen between me and him. He gave me another bottle of oil and told me to rub it on my hands whenever I wanted money, whenever I wanted this ex-boyfriend of mine to give me money. At first, it was so exciting. I'll just rub that oil on my hands after I had buried his picture in the forest, and I'll say, Gideon, Gideon, I want money. I want money, my love. Immediately he would call me and say, I've been thinking about you. Are you okay there? Can I send you something? Yes, that was what he was doing. I was chopping his money. Then about 6 months later, it was a desperate phone call that I received from him, and it was, please, can you become my wife? Please, can you become my wife? Look how much money that I sent you. How many guys out there can do the things that I am doing for you? I miss you. Please allow me to visit you, for he did not know where I was. I insulted him and I told him to let me go, for I was in bed with another man. He was disturbing my love making with that guy, yet I was lying. That was when I heard the news 2 days later that he had taken his own life. From that time until now, the mom, she is struggling with depression. So I then went into the forest against what the Sangoma had told me. I removed that photo because I was feeling bad. That was when I started to see his ghost. The moment that I removed that photo that I had buried in the forest, that was when I saw the ghost of my late ex-boyfriend. Up to this day, I am suffering. No matter where I go to, even if I change houses, I can't escape. I have tried to move on, but his spirit, it is always there. The last dream that I had, what his spirit said? The spirit said that you are my wife, you are mine, and I won't allow you to have another man. Do you understand that? That is the current situation that I am facing right now. I really do not know what kind of help that I will get, but I just want this to stop, I want it to stop. I do not want it to continue anymore, for I am tired. I am really tired, to tell you the truth, of seeing the ghost of the man that committed suicide simply because I lied to him and used charms on him so that I can keep on chopping his money. When you post my story, please inform me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister right there. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.